What is up, guys? Welcome back to the $1 Million Challenge, where I start off with $1 and I'm working my way up to $1 million through gambling. What I do here is I try to get 1% profit every single day and compound our bankroll. So before we actually hop into some gameplay, I do want to show you guys what we're sitting at with the entire balance. So for today, we're sitting at day 231 of the challenge, and we're sitting at $1,748 with all the outside casino apps and the website added up. So I will explain the bonuses and what happened since the last episode. At the end of this video, I'm going to go through all the technical stuff if you want to stick around for that. But basically, I had a sign up bonus, and we got a lot of sports betting and some other bonuses that helped boosted the bankroll since the last episode. We left off at 1,671, so went up about $70, and I'll explain all that at the end. I put everything on camera, track everything. But our 1% profit goal is $17.48 for today, and our stop loss is $70. Okay, so the plan for today, I'm going to do the first day of playthrough here, and I'm going to be doing 3 different strategies. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to split them up, 3 different strategies. I'm going to divide our profit goal, which is $17.48. I'm going to divide that by 3 and try to go for like a third of the profit goal from each strategy. So I'm gonna break it up into 3s. That's what I did last episode. It worked out really well. So for this first strategy, just use my calculator here. We have 1748, and we're going for a third of that. So that's $5.83. So the first strategy I'm gonna do, this was a viewer submitted strategy, submitted way back on episode 7, which was 7 months ago, and it's really crazy to think of. I'm gonna talk about some things as I play this, but this strategy is very simple. What we're gonna be doing is using 25% of the profit goal. So I'm doing $5.83. So 25% of that is $1.46. And then on high and low, what we're gonna be doing is going for a 3x. And then every time we lose, we increase the bet size by 1.5 times. So we'll get this started. We'll just start off right off the bat here. I'm expecting this to be kind of difficult. It was very difficult when I first ran this, but I'm running it back just to see how it works. So we got to get a 3x, and there is a loss. So we're going to increase this by 1.5. So it's $2.19. And going for a 3x is kind of difficult, especially on high and low, or high or low. I'm gonna skip that. We're gonna try to go for safer cards. Let's go for lower than a king. Feeling like anything over 60%. So this is 76%. We go lower. We go higher than a 4. Okay, we are to 1.96x. We need to get total profit of 3x. So let's just keep going through this. We'll go for higher than a 3. Okay, we're getting close. Let's go for lower than a jack. Higher than a 3. And there's our 3.24x. So I'm going to cash that out, and that's $3.45 profit. All right, good start. So we're gonna bring this back down to 146, our base bet, since we got that. And again, we're going for a 3x. I really don't even think we need a 3x. I think we just need, so we really don't even need a 3x. We just need $2.38. So let's see if we can run this back. Let's go for lower than a jack. Okay, higher than a 2. Lower than a jack. Oh, that was close. Okay. Let's skip this. Higher than an ace. We're getting so many jacks. I haven't seen a king or queen recently. Let's go lower. Higher than a 3. Okay. I need 238 in profit down here. I need 238, and then we'll be good for this strategy, and we lose. Okay. So let's increase this. This one is a strategy you kind of have to lock in for. I was going to talk a little bit, but I got to lock in. Oh man, that's so brutal, man. Get the ace right away. It's crazy how these games just, the things that you think can't happen, or they're very slim chance of happening, tend to happen. All right, let's go for higher than an ace. Try to go for 3x here. Higher than a 5. Lower than a jack. Skip that. higher than a 3, lower than a king. Skip that. Higher than a 5. Come on. Okay, so that's our profit. We got a 3x down here. We're gonna cash that out, and we're sitting pretty good. So we're $7.65. Good to see that. We're gonna move on to another strategy, and we got 2 more to go through, and we'll complete the day. All right, so the next strategy is very simple. Somebody suggested this on that episode 7, and I'm running the same thing. So we're going for 3 mines on mines. We have 3 mines, and then we're going for 4 clicks. So it's a 1.71x if we can cash out and hit that. I'm doing the same proportion of the bet size that was on that video. So this was back then I was going for 33 cents for my daily profit goal because we had a $33 balance, and now I'm doing the same ratio. So I was using 6 cents to get 33 cents. So I'm gonna be using $3.18. Can't speak, man. Going way too quick. Okay, so we gotta go for 4 clicks. And if we lose this, I doubled it up and chased it. So we'll see what we can do. Gonna go for 4 of these. Oh, we had a bomb. Oh man. Okay, let's double this up. I'll go for the same ones. And I like this pattern right here. Come on. All right. Cash that out. $9. All right, I think we need $11.60 in profit to move on to the next strategy. So I think if we go back to this bet size, if we can get this, I think we'll be good to move on to the next round. So it's funny watching the video because back then, let's go for right here. Back then, I was using such small bets, but I was so aggressive back then with my bet size, and it worked very well. Let's go for it. Come on. All right. There we go. There we go. Let's cash that out. I think we still need some more. We need some more money. We need 11.66, I think. So let's go for like 1 click. We gotta go for 2. Okay, that hits it. Yeah, there we go. All right, we got the second strategy down. We got 1 more strategy to go. We need like $5. Let's hop into it. Okay, so for the third strategy, this is my typical dice strategy I usually run. Live stats resets. I think I just need $5.83. I think that's a little bit more than I actually need, but I'd rather get a little bit extra than a little bit under. So in the video that I'm referencing, I did a bet that was like almost 1% of the entire bankroll, which was disgustingly large. I did like 4 bets on this and hit it. I think that's way too aggressive. I'm gonna go with like maybe $2 to start. That is also very aggressive, but I don't want to put it too much higher than that. So the way this works is obviously we're trying to hit the green, and whenever we hit the red, I'm gonna flip this. Whenever we hit the red, we double up and try to get 2 wins. Let's go for 1 more. Okay. All right, we're pretty close. We're pretty close. We need a couple more wins. No losses yet. We got 7 wins. It's pretty crazy. And we need, I think, 1 more win. We should be pretty much there. If we get it, we need 7 cents. Let's just bring this down. And we get a loss. Okay, so when we get a loss, what we do, we bet until we hit the green, then we double this up, so now we're at a 50-cent bet. We go for 2 wins. We go for 1 more, and it loses, so we keep the same bet size, and we just keep going until we hit the green, and we double this up to $1, and now we get it. I think we need more than 2 wins. Okay, so there's our 587. I think I got a little bit more than I needed. I will add this to the sheet, and we'll see where we ended up at. So day 231 was a win. We got $18.04, a little bit above our profit goal of 1%, which was $17.48. Got like an extra 60 cents, so we'll take the extra winnings on that. The live stats resets, I kind of lost track, but that's all right. We'll take the extra winnings. For the next 10 days here, instead of doing the 1% profit goal every day, what I've been doing recently is just risking $1 per day, trying to go for a crazy multiplier, just to kind of progress the bankroll slowly, because I don't want to risk losing this 4% stop loss every single day. So I'm just risking $1. We're trying to catch up until we're caught up to where the balance is at as of recording. I'm trying to make everything live again so I can talk about things as they're happening. So what I did is I vaulted all the money, and we have $10 left in the website to play with. So I've been playing coin flip, trying to go for 1000x, and I think before we do such a thing today, I kind of just want to like bounce around and go for some high multipliers. So we'll see what I can do here. I don't have a game plan necessarily. I just think maybe instead of risking a penny going for 1000x like I've been doing the past couple episodes, maybe I'll just like risk some smaller bets going for a high multiplier. So maybe we'll start this off. I'm basically just pulling that dollar for the next 10 days. So we have $10, and I'm just gonna use this as an entire balance pretty much and just kind of play around with it. It's kind of my game plan. Just kind of freestyle it a little bit. I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea, but we're gonna see if we can just like run this up. Maybe we'll try to get this like 20 bucks. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So let's go for a couple spins on the wheel. I haven't played the wheel in a very long time. Let's see if we can like run this up to $1. Okay, that's pretty good. No way. No way. Okay, I like that. A lot of wins there. Let's go for a $1 spin, and we gotta hit the white. This is a 1.2x if we can hit the white, and that brings us up to $1 profit. And we hit the green. That's 50 cents. All right, cool. So we're at $1.30 profit. Now what I'm gonna do with that profit is go over to high risk, and let's go for maybe a 40x, and I'm gonna go for like 50-cent spins. We'll try a couple of these. And if we could hit this, this would be 20 bucks, I think, right? Am I doing the math right on that? Just risk a couple more. I don't want to run the entire thing on this, but that'd be sick if we hit this. Let's go for like 2 more. Oh man, that'd have been sick. Let's do 1 more. All right, let's do a 30-cent spin just to call it here. Okay. Let's bring us down to 10 cents. I'm gonna go for like maybe 3 more. Last one. Okay. Didn't hit anything there. Let's go over to Limbo and see if we can hit another high multiplier. I should have just kind of ran this up safely. I don't know. I thought this would be kind of cool to go for something pretty big. Let's try a 50x on like 20 cents. So if we hit this, it'd be $9.80. Go for a couple of these. We don't have a huge balance to work with here, and we hit one. Okay, wow. I was thinking about going for 100x too. That is nuts. I was really thinking about it. Okay. I like that. I like that. Let's try to go for 1 more maybe. If we can get like a quick one back to back. I don't want to burn all that profit. Let's do 2 10-cent bets. Okay. 1 more. All right. Let's see here. I'm just bouncing around, kind of feeling it out. I want to hit something super crazy because I never chase high multipliers in this challenge. So I figured it'd be kind of fun to do something different. I don't know. Let's see. What if we did? I don't like Dragon Tower. The game cooks us. Maybe we'll try Keno. We'll do a couple Keno runs. Up to 13 bucks. So we have 3 bucks in profit. Maybe if we went for like a 25-cent bet and we go for 3. What would this? That'd be pretty nuts if we had all 3 of those. Let's run this for a little bit. So if we hit one of those, we get 80% of our bet back. If we hit 2, we get a little bit of profit. And if we hit 3 or 4, we make some good profit. Okay. Run a couple more of these. Just get Kino warmed up a little bit. But like I was trying to say when I was running the other strategies, it's pretty hard for me to talk and stay locked in on. There's things like a lot of focus on some of those. But basically what I was thinking is back in the day, I was running like penny bets, man. It's so crazy to think about that. There's a 5x, I like that. It's just so crazy to think like we were going for penny bets, like, and it worked. It worked up until this point. I can't believe it's like on a good path. I don't know. It's just crazy to watch it. Like going the whole way back, seeing how different the challenge was and everything. I mean, it's really not that different, but like I guess the bet size, and it's funny that back then too, I had way more viewers like when I first started the challenge. I was playing with like a few cents and stuff. There was, I think that video had 10,000 views. I have it pulled up over here, so I keep looking over to the side. But yeah, that video had 10,000 views, and now I get like anywhere from like 700 to 1,000 video. 700 to 1,000 views per video, which is fine. I'm not trying to necessarily grow my audience. Like I always say, I'm just documenting what I'm doing here. So it's just crazy to think how far we've come, and things are still going good. All right, I'm gonna bump this up to a 50-cent bet. I'm gonna run a couple of these. That's pretty good. All right. And then I'm gonna start chasing some high multipliers, I think. Let's see if this 50 cents can work us up to $4. Okay, as soon as I say that, it just starts getting tanked. Let's see. Oh, we can't even hit one now that I bumped it up to 50 cents. Okay, there's two. All right, let's go for 3 different ones, because that one's, I don't think these are working that well. And let's go for high risk, so we have to hit all 3 of these. I'll go back to the 25-cent bet. We'll run a couple of these, see if we can hit them. I don't know what this would be if we hit 20 bucks if we hit this on a 25-cent bet. Which would be pretty nasty, be pretty sick. One more. Oh man, let's close. Almost back to where we started. We're almost back to that 10 bucks. Obviously chasing a super high multiplier, you're gonna burn a lot of your bankroll. So I never really do it. It's really risky, but I figured if we use our $10, just kind of play around, see if we can hit anything crazy. This one's looking pretty tough though. One more. Oh man, dude, come on, it's right there. Maybe I'll switch these up. We'll do one more bet after this. One more. Oh, the 2 hit again. Those numbers are hot, but they're just not hitting. Let's go for these 3 right here. I'll do maybe like 5 more bets, and then we'll hop into a different game. Oh man, there's 2 offs. Oh my gosh, a 2 off. Or I guess it's 1 off if I'm hitting 2 of them. There it is. There it is, dude. Let's go. 81x on 25 cents. We got $20.38 from that hit, but we're up $16.73 in profit. We started with 10 bucks, but we're up to 26 bucks. That's pretty nuts. Let's see if it hits again. The same bet. One more. Okay. Oh, 1 off again. All right. Pretty darn good. I definitely want to end on these like 10 days of playthrough in profit. I don't want to burn it too far, but I'd love to hit that wheel, man. If we could hit that wheel for like a 50x. Let's see if we go back to the originals. Let's try to go for it again. So we were doing, I think 50-cent bets, going for 40 segments on high risk. I mean, that's like super high. Let's go for 10 cents. And we'll do like 5 spins, and then we'll bump it up. Because like technically you should hit this out of 1 of every 40 spins, like technically, right? I mean, mathematically, that's not how it works really, but I mean, technically it's bound to hit eventually, right? So I'm gonna bump this up like 5 cents every few spins here. hit. Let's go for 20 cents. If I start to increase this, it's gonna start burning our profit really fast. So I don't want to be stupid with this, but I do want to hit it. Oh man, one off. All right, let's see here. I'll do a couple more. There it hits. There it hits. Okay, up to 30 bucks. We're in 10 bucks up to 30 bucks. Let's try to go. Let's try to do this one more time. Maybe let's drop this down to like 10 segments. Go for like a 30. So that'd be $3 we hit that? No way. I can't believe that's back to back, dude. All right, we're getting on a crazy win streak here. I want to be careful. I want to be really careful because I know we can lose this really fast too if we just keep being risky with it. There's another $1. Let's try to get this to 40 bucks. That's gonna be the goal. Let's get this to 40 bucks. All right, let's go up to 40 cents. That hits. We're 50 cents away. Oh my gosh. I did not imagine this would work this well. All right, let's go for a $1 bet. Dude, this is cooking today. That's 40 bucks. I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to argue or even question it. We just got 40 bucks from $10. I think that's just a good way to end the video right there. I think that's more than enough. I'm going to log this in the sheet. I started off with $10. I'm going to do $1 every day in risk. So I think I'm just going to add $3 of profit to the tracking sheet. But that was wild. I did not expect that at all. I really thought we were going to just rinse 10 bucks. So pretty massive. We'll take it. I don't know. I'm pretty happy. I didn't really expect that. I had very low expectations for today, so I will take that chart. That chart is disgustingly sick. It's bananas. I'm gonna take it. Man, that feels good. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so before we hop into the sheet and wrap up the video, I want to go over the bonuses I claimed and the sign up bonus I got for the new website. So this first one, I signed up for a casino app called Fliff, and it was 100% match bonus, and I'll explain how that worked. But that was the original like intent of signing up, and there was also like a really good promo bet they had going on. So just to walk through this, this was the offer. It was 100% match bonus on your first purchase. So I got $1 just for like logging into the app for the first time, I guess. So I got that free $1. And then in the shop, they had these different promotions where you could buy their like sweep coins, and if you bought 50 bucks worth, you got 50 bucks matched. So I got 100 sweep tokens, I guess that's the way that works, for 50 bucks. I put in 50 bucks and I got 50 additional. So I spent 50, I moved it over from another casino app, put it in here, and they gave me 100 total. So I technically got like 50 free, right? That was my sign up bonus, was 50 bucks. So here's the sports bet. This is the first game of the season. It was just like an NFL promotion back in August. It was for Jalen Hurts to get over one passing yard, over half a passing yard, which is like pretty much free money, right? Like he's gonna get at least one passing yard. It was a plus 100 bet. You could do a max wager of $10. So I put $10 on that, and then obviously that hit. But yes, I got another like $10 for free pretty much on top of that. And so there's the bet. It pays out 20 if it hits. So that obviously increased the balance. For the casino bonuses, this was on Fanatics. They have this like Plinko type game every Friday, and I won $5 in like their casino bonus credits, which when you convert it over to, I actually had some other in the app too. I had like $11, but I got $5 from the Plinko game. Then when you convert it over to casino credits, you get cut in half. So I got like $5.70. I did $5 on that takeoff type game, like the rocket type thing, put on 1.01x, and then I did the other 70 cents on a roulette spin. So I did 50 cents on the columns there, and then 20 cents on black, and they both hit. So with the bonuses included, I want to go over what happened in this video and like what happened in the background with all the apps. So at the start of this video, we started at $1,748. At the end of the video, we're ending at $1,974. So on the video total, we went up $225, which sounds crazy, right? Like, how did we just go up $225? And here's how it happened. So from gambling today on the website that I just showed on video that I just played through, we did our first day of playthrough for $18 in profit. That was our 1% profit goal. And then I ran that $10 up, so I risked $1 for every day here. I took $1 out and we risked $10 just as like a combined balance, and I ran up to $40, so that was really $3 in profit. We got $30 in profit total, so that was $3 in profit per day. So I just entered that as so, and it's highlighted orange just because it's not like the full 1%. These are just to progress the bankroll. So all in all, on gambling on the website today, we got $48 in profit. And then coming over to the blue rows here, what I'm going to do is basically just analyze these, because this is the start of the video and this is the end of the video. So here's basically what happened over the time frame of these 10 days. You got to keep that into account too. 10 days, right? I'm doing sports betting, I'm claiming bonuses over 10 days, so a lot can happen over a week and a half. That's why this went up $225. So really 48 of that was from gambling. And then the rest here, Bitcoin went up about $28 in this time span. So that definitely adds a lot. And the savings account and USDC didn't move at all. The website that I signed up for, I moved $50 over from this website into the Flip that I just signed up for. So I moved $50 over, and I got that $100 and that $1 for just from logging in. I got to claim that free dollar. So that's a 101. And then a $10 sports bet, which paid back $10. So you can see that went up here, basically just that bet, and then 11 went up. Geez, I can't speak. I put $10 on that bet, and then I got $10 back. So it went from 101 to 111. So basically like $60 for free for signing up for that website. So $60 there, 25 from Bitcoin. That's 85 plus the website is almost $50. It's $130. So like there's another $100 we have to account for. Bet online went up about $10, and then this app went up about $10. DraftKings went up about $100, which is from sports betting. I probably did some arbitrage bets in there as well. I don't remember exactly because that's so long ago, but we got almost $100 from sports betting on DraftKings. On FanDuel, we pretty much stayed flat. I mean, I definitely fluctuated, went up and down throughout that time, but obviously between the 10 days, it just stayed flat over the entire time span. On the website we just talked about that I played on today, I got about $50 there. And then on Fanatics, this went up about $15. Or sorry, $25. No. Why can't I do math? Yeah, $15. So $15. And then this app stayed the same. So really DraftKings, I had a lot of sports betting profits on that. I don't remember any specific bets from back then just because it was like over a month ago. But yeah, so on the video, all in all, we're up $225. Very good day, very good playthrough today, very good week and a half of this time frame with a lot of things that happened, sign-up bonuses, sports betting, Bitcoin. It was very good during that time frame. So we're almost caught up. I think in a couple more videos, I'll be completely live again, and we'll be able to track the balance as normal and go for that 1% profit every single day instead of doing stuff like this. But that actually worked out really well. I'm really happy with how that worked out. Figured I'd try something different. But yeah, I guess another point is too, looking at the tracker, this is where we should be in the challenge. We're at $1,000 on the tracker, so we're almost double that. And then I guess I was trying to do this more often. I think it's a good visual just to look at our bankroll. I always have to scroll the whole way down, but this is where we're sitting at today. So this big drop off is just the website not being included in there, but we're getting really close to catching up. So eventually this will be live and we will be tracking everything. There won't be this big drop off, and I'm trying to speed the bankroll up to get it caught up here. But yeah, we're still moving in a very good trajectory. We're on this exponential curve here, and we'd like to stay on that or above that to be on pace for the challenge and ahead of the challenge. Anything below that means we're a little bit behind, but all in all, almost to $2,000, pretty sick. And that'll be it for this video. So as always, I don't encourage you guys to try this. I don't recommend that you give this an attempt. It is gambling at the end of the day. It's not guaranteed a profit. You will most likely lose money in the long run. So don't try this. I don't encourage it. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment with your suggestions or thoughts below. Join the Discord. The link is in the description. And I will see you guys in the next video. All right. Peace.